Welcome back. An alarming new study is linking certain doses of ADHD medication to psychosis.
Yeah, the study published by the American Journal of Psychiatry is raising questions, especially for parents, about whether or not it's safe to take medicines like Adderall or Vyvanse. WVTM 13's Sarah Killian spoke to a clinical psychologist at UAB to get the facts on ADHD medicines.
Adderall, Vyvanse, and other types of amphetamines. These are all medications used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Now, some research is indicating that these medications could increase your chances of psychosis. In a study published by the American Journal of Psychiatry, researchers looked at the records of patients hospitalized for mental health. They found patients taking high doses of amphetamines, meaning more than 40 milligrams of Adderall, 100 milligrams of Vyvanse, or 30 milligrams of dextroamphetamine, were more than 5 times more likely to develop psychotic symptoms. Dr. Margaret Kanner is a clinical psychologist with the Department of Pediatrics at UAB. She specializes in the treatment of ADHD. Kanner says that most patients prescribed amphetamines don't start with a high dose.
Generally, when starting ADHD medication, they're going to start with the lowest dose to see if there's any adverse side effects. And then if it's not effective enough, then they'll try increasing the dosage to kind of maximize the benefits of the medication to address the symptoms.
And according to Kanter, most are never prescribed a high dose. In fact, only about 6% on ADHD medication take what's considered a high dose. And even then, if you're going to develop symptoms of psychosis, Kanner says it starts early.
With these side effects, we usually see it pretty quickly, like when these kind of things happen. So if someone's been taking this medication and doesn't have these side effects, then I don't think that that's something that they should all of a sudden start to kind of panic about.
In addition to dosage, Kanner says family history plays a role in your risk for negative side effects. When considering ADHD medication, it's important to be upfront with your doctor.
Whenever someone has a history of serious mental illness in their family, that's something that everyone's going to be very cautious of and monitor their symptoms, and it might impact what medication a provider chooses.
And Kanner says the biggest risk is for those not taking the medicine how they're instructed. It's never a good idea to abuse amphetamines.
I think it's really dangerous, just like taking any drug recreationally. Amphetamines are something that people can get addicted to. So I think, in a sense, if people were doing it recreationally and at, a dosage that was not prescribed to them, I think it could become that.
So the facts, according to Kanter, ADHD medication is not something to fear, but always remember to take the medicine as it's prescribed and have regular check-ins with your doctor. Sarah Killian, WVTM 13.